There he goes. Doing something good tonight.
They weren't even trying to win, so you better not lose.
About game time, playing time.
Fans live for games like this one.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Joel Embiid.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. White is out there with Smooth, and it's Richards in at the 5. And for the 76ers, inside for him, it's Martin next to Embiid. Hardy is out there with Trey Mann, and it's George in at the 3 slot. Stan coming right down to it. Finish line is in sight. The playoffs are within sight. The warmer weather, I think, signals that the playoffs are right around the corner.
Yeah, Kevin, that's exactly right. Neither team here needs any extra motivation in this one. You want as high a seed as possible in the postseason. You want as many of these crucial games to be played in your own building.
Here's the Celtics with the ball. And here's Tatum for three. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, when it comes to his jump shooting, Tatum is extremely efficient in catch-and-shoot situations.
Outside, Martin. It's deflected. Tatum passes to Richards. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
And Tatum is all about doing what's best for the team. Superb as a ball mover in terms of finding his teammates.
And David Aldridge spoke with Nick Nurse. David.
We talked about how they plan to deal with Jaylen Brown. He said Brown's explosive off the dribble, so we have to have bodies in front of him, be physical with him, stay connected with him at all times. We'll see if they can keep Jaylen in check. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David.
Yeah, great read by Tatum there. Recognizing the overcommitment and making the defense pay.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Now, here is Martin. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. And that's on a bounce. Philadelphia will retain possession. So it's Philadelphia now. 4-point game. Another shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
Free throw good, Paul George. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
And what I love about Paul George, the production, year after year after year.
Here's Richards. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, this offense is off to an outstanding start. They're communicating, executing, and finding great shots.
Now here's Embiid. His last outing with 20 points. The rebound by Richards.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Tatum no good.
Well, come on, guys. Did you really think they'd shoot 100% for the game?
To the inside, here's George. Nails the baby hook. George has got 6.
And with his strength, George is not your average swing player. He can get his in the paint. And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
Here's Hardy. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Tyler. Connects again from distance.
His shooting has been something that we rarely see, and he's sustained it all year long.
Well, it's been an incredible journey for him as he moves closer and closer to second on the all-time three-point leaderboard. Hardy, no good. Boston leading by 5. Pass to Tyler. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring option.
Martin. Rebound by the Celtics.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Philadelphia's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Pass to George. Shoots over Brown. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
And Embiid with the block.
And how about the anticipation from the big fella? Embiid is one of the league's premier shot blockers. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. .32 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Mann. The 76ers with another miss. Celtics leading by 12. Down low. Here's Miller. And the layup is good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Mann. He's guarded by Tyler. Offensive rebound. Mann gets the bucket.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
And so it's Boston, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll return shortly. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
They've got Clint Capella. Roy is out there with Trey Mann. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's McCain in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys. Well, Smooth in the last game against Oklahoma City was all business. He scored 40 points, and to no one's surprise, he was dialed in from deep. An amazing performance. Probably we won't see a night like that anytime soon. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
Now here is Holiday. 17-point lead, their biggest. Bell passes to Hauser. Celtics passing it around. Here's Tyler. That's good, and it's Miller with the assist. 15 points for Smooth.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Middleton looking it over. Here's Capella. Count that bucket.
The closer Capella is, the more effective he becomes, showing off the nice touch there.
Hauser the pass to Tyler. And again, Boston with the triple.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Middleton can't get it to go.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
So the Celtics call timeout, their first. And the NBA coach has made sure franchises can't sell their future via draft picks in a trade. What do you think of that?
I think it was probably a good idea because, you know, all of us, coaches, maybe even more than GMs, but organizations get to a point that you want to win so badly in the present that you're willing to just sacrifice the future, and that can lead to some very bad teams down the road, and the NBA doesn't want that.
Yeah, and we've seen that. You're right. A lot of examples. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Capella. Martin comes in for Chris Middleton. Paul George is checked in for Roy. And it's Hardy in for Trey Mann. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Pass to Brown. And here's Tatum for three. Buries the long-range jumper. Tatum's got 11 points.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
For three, a nice shot by McCain.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Now, here's Hardy. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And the dunk by Tatum.
Great move by Tatum. Getting to the rim and throwing it down.
Hardy passes to Martin. Here's McCain. 11-point game his last outing. The shot by George, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Outside Tatum. Lets the three fly. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Hardy. And Boston with the rebound. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they had a good game plan, executed it well, and they didn't let the crowd affect them.
Now Embiid. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And who draws more fouls than Embiid? Very few players, if any. Too much size and really too much skill to defend.
And the 76ers making a change here. Man's checked in. Then for the Celtics, Booker comes in for Nick Richards. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Brandon Miller. Here's Tyler. He had 40 points in the win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and how about his assist numbers, too? He was their offense. He was just doing everything out there.
Pass to Man. The 3. Booker pulls it in. Here's Tyler. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And how about that triple to put a cap on their run here going into the break? Finish that half on a big-time roll.
And so it's the Boston Celtics leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Hey, folks, are you as excited as we are? Not possible. Lots to catch up on in the first half. But first, let's examine the power rankings as the season winds down.
Taking a look here now at the 76ers. A month left to play. Dog days. A lot of teams on autopilot. They seem to be in that group.
Yeah, destination, the NBA lottery. They need another difference maker. Let us take some time now to talk about the first half. A commanding performance for the Boston Celtics.
While it's been a stampede in transition, they'll run it right down your throat if you let them.
I'm going to do something I haven't done in a while. I'm going to give you a compliment, just like you, Jet, in the blink of an eye.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Smooth.
Yeah, something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, the way I see it, it's an added bonus. And you can see team chemistry really growing as a result of him racking up the assists.
The Celtics on offense. On the floor for Boston. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Smooth out there with White. And it's Richards in at the center, filling out the middle. And here's Hardy after Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. Hardy passes to Embiid. No good on that one.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
In the corner, Tatum with it. And slam dunk by Tatum.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
So it's Philadelphia now after the basket by Boston. Inside, here's Hardy, and it's Hardy with the jam.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Tyler down low, and he gets the bucket. Tyler's got 27 points.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime, making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
From the arc, Hardy, no good.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. Here's Tyler. And again for 3.
Up the ladder he goes as the threes continue to fall for him as they have all season long.
And GA, with his performance, he is now tied for second for most threes in a season. Outside, George. Embiid sets the pick for George. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. Now we have a chance to see the teams that have been the NBA's best three-point shooters this month. Number 1, the Celtics.
And right now, their three-point shooters are in terrific rhythm. I mean, they've put on a display here from long range.
Bell is checked in for Boston. Brandon Miller comes in for Jaylen Brown. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. White the pass to Tyler. Bell with a screen on Martin. Tyler dishes to White. Out to Miller. And here's Tatum for 3. Good. And Miller gets the assist. Miller's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Man passes to George. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. George has got his 3rd basket of the night.
That last 3 must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer. Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the 3rd quarter.
You know, Stan, when I think of you as a coach, I think defense. So let me put you on the spot as you assess the wing defenders in the NBA right now. Who are some of the top 2 or 3 that you notice?
Well, look, there's so many good ones. My favorite right now is Lou Dort because he's so strong, he's so disciplined, and he has an amazing ability to use his body even against guys that are a lot taller. He is a frustrating guy for great scores.
Good, another from 3.
And that three-pointer pushes him further up the all-time ladder.
He does indeed, Greg, and the next mark on his list is the top spot. What a season to remember. 1:22 left to play here in the 3rd. Clock at 6. And it's White with the rebound.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Pass to Embiid. The shot off that time. Good D by Bell.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And White kicks to Tatum. Here's Tyler. There's the 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Hardy. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
Hits the 3-point bomb. 38 points for Smooth.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And so it's the Boston Celtics holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get you back to the action after this break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. Chris Middleton is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Council in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Pass to Holiday. Celtics passing it around. Here's Hauser. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Hauser's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Celtics. Now Middleton. Capella sets a screen for Middleton. And here is Capella. Screen by Capella. Tries it from 19. McCain's shot is off. To the middle. The shot. The rebound by Middleton. And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. Pass to McCain. Middleton outside. The 3. Rebounded by Hauser.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Steps back. Here's LeVert. Yep, it counts.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's McCain. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. And the call will be against Caris LeVert. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. And here's Hardy. Up top, Embiid. Defended by Bell. And they double up Embiid. 5 to shoot. Martin for 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Out to the wing. Booker outside. Pass to Holiday. Now here's LeVert. From outside the arc. He's off on that one. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
It's just so tough to knock Embiid off the block. That's his territory.
Here's Boston now. Pass to Hauser. Back to Holiday. I've heard some talk about this idea, Stan. What do you think about adding a one-on-one tournament to the All-Star Weekend?
Wow, Kevin, I love that idea. And if you could get the better players to play, I think there would be some serious interest in that from fans and some great competition among the players.
He's checked in for Drew Holiday.
D up on them. Don't let them breathe, all right?
Man finds Martin. Back to man. Now here's Embiid. Defended by Bell. 9 feet out, and the shot is good. 24 seconds left in the game. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Pass to Tyler. Six on the shot clock. From deep. And good. He hits it again.
Another outstanding game for him. He has been a consistent offensive force all year.
Only 3 other players in all of NBA history have more 40-point games in a season than he does. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
They really thought they had a chance tonight.
Good game, MP. Good job, MP. I see. Yo, I think I just saw Jack Nicholson. Can you get me an autograph?
Everything good, MP?
These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously.
And the temperature is rising here already with the watch party in full swing. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. And we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. Taking a look at some numbers here for him.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
Looking at the starting 5 for Boston. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Then there's Nick Richards. Then it's Derek White. And it's Smooth in at the point guard position. And for the Lakers, we've got Davis. He's out there with Connect. And it's Hood Schifino in at the 1 spot. Always fun when we can get a rivalry game from opposing conferences, RJ.
Oh, yeah, and what makes it so interesting is that these teams don't see each other very often. It makes it special for us, the teams and the fans, when you get together and go at it.
Here we go. Tip-off goes to the Celtics. Tatum feeling it out a bit to the middle. Here's Tyler. And the powerful one-handed slam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Lets it go from deep. Counted from distance.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And Giddey has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 5-point game. Outside Davis. Here's Hood Schifino, making a mark on the offensive end, scoring around 13 a game. Just 4 to shoot. He shoots. Boston pulls it in, coming off that win against the Sixers.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Yeah, they seem unfazed by the hostile environment. I mean, just look at how efficiently they shot the ball.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Connect. Really played well against Phoenix in his last game. Inside, here's Hunt. And he goes in for the dunk.
At last, their cold streak is over. They finally found something that worked.
Yeah, the lid's now off, guys. Maybe they can rattle off a few more in a quick order.
Tyler. And it's Connect with a rebound.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Davis can't hit.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Over to the left wing. Here's Tyler. And again, Boston with the triple.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
The Lakers have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Here's Hood Schifino. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it.
What an incredible ankle breaker to help create space for his shot.
Among the best in the NBA for a few years now, Jason Tatum. RJ, he's still quite young. How can he get even better?
Oh, he can just get wiser and wiser, and that's what happens with young players. They get to a physical level where they can dominate, but where they get better is mentally. They get mentally stronger as they get into these experiences more.
Here's Hood Schifino. Here's Davis. Hauled in by Brown.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Smooth in their last game against the 76ers played really superb basketball. He ended up with 41 points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc, as usual. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
So it's Los Angeles now, following the bucket by Boston. To the inside, White with a steal. Tatum with it. In the game against Philadelphia, very impressive.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
Bell, he's checked in for Boston. Brandon Miller comes in for Brown. And, of course, you want big men who shoot at a high percentage. Here are the leaders in that category since the All-Star break. Number 1, Jason Tatum.
Every team in this league wants a guy like him, a big who scores at an efficient clip. What an asset to have.
Outside Vanderbilt. Pass to Giddey. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And sometimes defenders just forget how tall Giddey is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside.
Miller, the pass to Smooth. There's Tatum with the 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Their last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
And a lot of that begins with effort. Putting in the work and closing out possession should make this a much more contested game.
Gets the 3 to fall. Tatum's got 11 points.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Now here's Rozier. He also had a big impact in that win against the Suns. Miller, the pass to White. Here's Tyler. Misses the 3. And so it's Boston feeling confident. 18-point lead to win that quarter. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. Good to have you with us on this Easter Sunday. We're ready for more of the NBA on 2K Sports. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
Vanderbilt and Davis patrol the paint. James is out there with Terry Rozier. And it's Jang in at the 3. That's the Laker 5.
And that's what you get from Brandon Miller. I mean, he can really whip passes there around the court.
Now here's Rozier. Checking the numbers, he's averaging close to 15 a game. Count it.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters. Two now.
Richard, you played for great teams and rebuilding teams. How different is the atmosphere between those types of organizations?
The expectation to win from everyone, top to bottom, that's what stands out to me. Everyone takes their role seriously and professionally.
Sends it home from three-point land.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Outside Vanderbilt. Back to James. Pass to Rozier. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Boston leading by 19. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks. Hauser grabs the board. The Celtics have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Pass to Bell. And here's Miller. Here's Tyler. Fires the three. And again, Boston with the triple.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Now here's Rozier. Will it go? Hitting his third shot in 7 looks.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
And Boston calls time here. And Boston with some changes. Richards is checked in for Bell. And it's Brown in for Miller. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Hauser passes to Richards. Holiday with the ball. Here's Hauser. Checked by Davis. Hauser, that's good.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
Now here's Giddey. He had 16 in the win against Phoenix.
And that's what they teach you at every level. Get a body on your man, box out, grab the board.
Well, Richard, with the career he's had, it's hard to believe Drew Holiday has only made 2 All-Star. Teams.
Well, that speaks to how much talent is at the guard position in this league. But it also shows how we tend to award offense over defense because, Drew, his impact is truly felt on the defensive end.
And here we go. The Celtics on the run. Here's Hauser. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Here we have the teams that really hustled for those second chance looks the last 10 games. The Lakers, 3rd.
This squad's been attacking the offensive glass with a ton of energy lately, and it's paid off with a nice pile of second chance points.
And he drops the first. Vanderbilt's checked in for Davis. The Celtics also with a sub. Tatum's checked in. And that's good as he hits both shots. 1:43 left in the first half. Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Hood-Schifino. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Phoenix. Here's Giddey. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Giddey's gotten his second bucket.
So pure to watch Giddey pop like that. The guy can score it.
Tatum, good.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Outside Vanderbilt to the wing on the left. Here's Hood-Schifino, and he sinks the 11-footer. 59 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Outside Tatum, pass to Smooth. Got a hand on it. Puts it up. And it's Giddey missing. The Celtics have gone 7 for 8 now in the second quarter. Tatum passes to Smooth. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got 4 assists in the game.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Here's Connect. Still no points. Here's the pick. The 3 is up. The rebound by Jason Tatum. For Boston, they've gone 8 for 9 here in this second. No luck on that one. Good D by Vanderbilt. Outside Giddey. With 4 on the clock. No good at the rim. And so it's Boston firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be right back.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
You look at the Celtics. They know they're the top. Row, row, row. You know what that is, Ernie? Top diggity dog. Now, it's got to be as healthy as possible. Start preparing for round 1.
And following up what you say, it is a dog-eat-dog league. Some great teams going to be gunning for them. And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Boston Celtics.
They've kept the ball moving. No one's trying to be a hero, and you see the results.
Yeah, they're just not slinging it around. They are passing with a purpose.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. On the court right now for the Celtics, the perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. Jason Tatum out there with Nick Richards, and it's Smooth in at the point. Davis can't hit. The Celtics shooting an out-of-this-world 77%. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant, not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. I mean, it's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Now here's Giddey, and he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Hood-Schifino. Fires for 3. Tatum pulls it in.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational. Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. There's a screen from deep. Giddey. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
The Lakers are looking to get downhill. Anthony Davis said we try to attack the basket and live in the paint. That's part of our identity, our DNA. It's getting to the line and guys catching rhythms like that and then playing from there.
KYG, know your game. They do that well, Allie. Knocks down the long J.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
And Giddey has got the ball here for the Lakers. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at Dallas. They'll match up against the Mavericks. It'll be the start of a 3-game trip on the road. Here's Hunt, a reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game. And that one good. Hood-Schifino's got 6.
Finally, a make. It only took 5 attempts in the half.
Outside, Brown. Back to Tatum. Pass to Smooth. Lets a 3 fly. And the Celtics another 3.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Hood-Schifino. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 5 rebounds tonight.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
And the Celtics another 3.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Here's Hood-Schifino. Uses the glass on the layup. Hood-Schifino's gotten 4 this quarter.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
There's Tatum with the 3. Fires in the triple.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. 18 feet out. Here's Hood-Schifino. Outside for Davis. Gets the 3 ball to go. Davis has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. On the wing, Tatum. He's now 8 for 11 after that made shot. Here's Hood-Schifino. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Hunt. White against Giddey. Here's Connect. Back to Giddey. Over White. And it's Giddey missing.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Tatum. Pure. That's basket number 9 on 12 tries.
Ooh, how about those nifty moves from Tatum? So crafty with the rock.
Here's Hood-Schifino. Boston with a rebound. Richards has got 5 rebounds in the game. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Here's Hood-Schifino. Tatum with some nice D. For Boston, they've gone 8 of 10 in the third and looking in control. Drops in the 3. Tyler's got 12 points here in the second half.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Fast break. Here come the Celtics, and he gets it to go. Tatum's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And so it's Boston, way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. We'll be right back after this word. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
And from a team perspective, having your off-guard rip-off passes like that, it's awesome. It shows you have guys willing to give up the rock.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. The Celtics shooting a legendary 79%. Their offense is just on a tear. Vanderbilt and Davis patrol the paint. Terry Rozier is out there with James. And it's Jang in at the small forward. That's the Laker 5. Tyler, no good.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Rozier can't get it to go. Rozier's gone 3 of 8 shooting from the floor. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And I also have to praise them for their 3-point shooting. They're showing a lot of confidence, letting them fly from deep.
Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
It's Booker on the wing. Here's Tyler. Pass to LeVert. Clock at 6. Here's the 3. Drains the triple. Tyler's got 18 points in just the second half.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Rozier outside. All alone. Bell grabs the miss.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
There's a screen. Pass to Smooth. And it's good. 2 points. Tyler's got 37.
Oh, nice ball movement by LeVert. A welcome sign for this team.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Davis a screen. Rozier from outside. The shot misses. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Nails it from beyond the arc. Tyler's got 40 points.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
James finds Rozier. To stop the run. LeVert with a rebound.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Smooth, the pass to Bell, and he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Rozier from outside. And the Lakers get it back.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Here's Vanderbilt. And again, the Lakers, no good.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses.
A Swiss Army knife talent, LeVert is very skilled at setting the table for his teammates.
And it's Rozier with the ball for the Lakers. Pass to Davis. Looking to end this cold spell. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Celtics.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And we just saw one of the greatest teams of all time win again. They've reached that magical 72-win marker, and they keep going.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Smooth.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball. Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Oh, road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Boston on offense. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. Floats one. And another one.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Rozier outside. Pass to Jang. Back to Rozier. No good with the triple. Stolen by Vanderbilt. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that'll do it, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
You earned that one.
Great win tonight, MP.